Why should you celebrate when you fail? I have decided to talk on this topic after one of my events that hasn't gone exactly quite like how I would have wished it would have gone, and what I learned from it. My name is Tara Barot. I am the founder of the Home Design Coach, which is a mixture of interior design, wellness, and mindset. And today's episode is all about why you should celebrate why you fail. So, failing is when you try something and it doesn't go according to your plan. The results aren't as expected, lower. I mean, failure has different meaning and emotions tied to it depending on different people. I have never seen failure as something negative, and for this time I have embraced using the word, but a lot of times I was trying to figure out failure, but actually most of the, I'm gonna air quote it, failures that I've had have managed to be actually a stepping stone onto something else. So I think this one, I'm calling it a failure now, and it's in the present moment, but in a couple of months' time, I will see this as a stepping stone as well. And I'm already starting to see this as a stepping stone. So failure for me is definitely not something final. It's just something that hasn't worked out the way that you wanted to work out. It hasn't matched the expectations that you gave to whatever the projects, the wants, the whatever you were trying to accomplish. And it hasn't worked out the way that you want it to be. So it's more that it hasn't attained your expectations rather than what result to get you. Because you can do something and it doesn't work how you expect it to be, but something else can come out of it, which can be positive as well. Anyways, I'm rambling. So the failure I'm going to talk about is the fact that I launched for the first time last week, as you're watching this. We are in early November 2019. So I launched last week for the first time an online workshop to help you to build better habits. And the workshop is 100% free. So that kind of hurt a little bit more as well, because I wasn't asking for any sort of money to be exchanged, and I just wanted to give value. And so I launched it. Radio silence, was expecting it, and then day 1, 2, 3, same thing. And today is closing day, so as you're going to be watching this, it's no longer going to be available. And I was talking to, it felt a void. It felt okay, so I put all this effort, and yeah, I put all this effort in this work, and no results. So it kind of felt empty. And I guess that feeling comes from, I don't know, being between the environment, society, your family, everything that affects you in one or another, which is your surroundings, and that's quite wide. Like from start family, and then schools, and peers, and then university, and then jobs, and then friends, and all your surroundings. So it's an accumulation of things that adds it. And I mean, a larger word would be society. But yeah, so it's all these things, like when you work so hard and you go for something, you expect results, some kind of results. And I mean, the results I got was radio silence 0. And then I went and shared this on a chat with a mastermind group that I'm part of. And something amazing happened by the change of the emotions I had, because I knew it wasn't final, and I knew it takes time, and I'm still developing my my audience, my awareness out into the world, and I'm still also developing and changing around how I'm saying my message. So I've got a lot of place to grow, and I will still grow. I know that, but it was a 0 number anyways. So when I wrote the message, I was like, okay, yes, I know it needs patience, I know I need more work, I know I'm still new in this, and I need to develop this, but it still felt a little bit like, and I was actually more asking for support and words and thoughts rather than actual actionable tips. because it kind of sucks. Like when you're in your mind by yourself and you're like, okay, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? And you're just all alone in your thoughts, and just sharing that with other people was gold. It really was. And that group I've joined, it's the Renegade Brains Bootcamp with Amy Jo Martin, has been absolutely amazing throughout. And it's going to be actually about 1 year to the date that I decided to join. Side talk anyways. But yeah, so I talked about it, and they reminded me, and I needed reminding, because even though I know this, but like a lot of people when they started, they launched their program and it didn't work out. I mean, one of the ladies, Amy Porterfield, she's an online service course maker, and her first webinar did $200 US. One of the other girls in the Renegade Brain Bootcamp mentioned one of her clients, and same thing, it didn't work. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but Tony Robbins, when he started his first conference launch, 7 people showed up. 7 people showed up. And he did his conference anyways. Now he's like, anyways. So I know this, but I needed a reminder, and it just, yeah. I just kind of guess I needed a little bit of lifting up, people surrounding, help, support. Whew. Yeah. Oh yeah, and why I'm sharing this. So one of the other things that came throughout the talk on the thing was that I should celebrate it. I should celebrate, because even though I did not get the results I wanted, even though I didn't get to influence the people I wanted through that workshop, I took action. I did something that most people don't do. They talk about it. They talk about one day doing something. They talk about, you know, oh, I should do that. Oh, that would be a great idea. Oh, this, oh, that. And they don't do anything about it. But I took action. I took action, and yeah, the results suck, but I took action. I made something happen. And that's huge. That's like the first, and that's why I'm saying this is a stepping stone, because by taking action, I'm aware of things that I need to work on, things that I need to change, things that I need to improve. But I did it. I launched the first one, and I was scared, like big time scared to launch this, because I had no idea what it was going to be. I had really high hopes. I've been working on my goals and my thoughts, and yeah, it was very, very scary. But after all this, I still did it, and it's a weird feeling, because the results aren't what I wanted, for sure, but I took the first step, and now the first step has been taken, so the next step is the second step, and the second step is always easier than the first, because you've already done it once. I've already done it once, at least, when you've taken the first step, and so you have a guideline to use. I have a guideline to use. I know the aspect that I want to keep and what I need to change. I need to change how I talk to people about my service. I need to make my message clearer. I need to explain better, because I know what I'm doing. When I say interior design, wellness, and mindset to people, they go, that's complicated. And it's new. It's, yeah, because that's what I want. I want people, my mission is to have people, to have you feel amazing in your home. And you is your body, and your body is made of your physical body and your mind. So that's already 2 things just by starting with you. And your home is your environment, and your environment has huge influence on who you are, how you behave, how you feel. And in order to incorporate you, you need to know who you are. And who you are is, what do you like? What do you want in life? What makes you happy? What lifts you up and what drags you down? And the idea is to sift through all that and take really what lifts you up and part of you and who you want to be and incorporate that into your living environment. Funnily enough, I think about 2 weeks ago I could not have been able to say this for because it has all been a work in progress. And I feel it, and I know, and I've done also some the 7 levels of why, which I will put in the blog post note for this video, so you can give it a try. And I did that last week actually, while the workshop was launching, just to try to figure out, going back, same thing, peeling the layers of me. So I am sharing all this, I want to share, and I'm sharing all this with you through the blog post and the videos now and other ways, because I'm using it and I'm working on myself and I'm seeing huge changes. 1 year ago, where was I 1 year ago? 1 year ago, I had a business idea. I had no clue how I was going to implement it. I was following a whole bunch of people on podcast and Instagram who inspired me. One of them, Amy Jo. And that's all I had. That was it. Now today, I have a business idea. I have a business structure. Like, I know how I'm going to do my business. How it's going to fit the life that I want to be living. That's huge, just to start with. That was a huge stepping stone. And my website's live, YouTube channel's on. I've got videos that I've done that. I've picked up my video skills. Nowhere near pro video, but still, anyways, that's still a step. I did 4 in-person workshop back in June. I was contacted to do a speaking gig in public for a huge conference, and I've lost my first workshop. That's where I am today. That's a lot more than 1 step. I'm aware of that. That's a ton of steps. But that's where I'm at today. And I've probably left a lot of little steps in between, but that's just to give you a roundup. So I try to keep reminding myself, and it feels good every time I talk to people, because they ask me questions and then I talk about my journey, and I realize for myself, wow, I've been doing and I've come so far. And it doesn't help to stay in your mind. Whew, here it goes again. Wow, okay. Ooh. This is an emotional topic. I didn't think it would be that much. Ooh. Alright, I think I need to bring this video to a close, because this is what I'm feeling right now. Confused. Confusion's one of them. And being very proud. Oh, hasn't been easy. It's kind of therapeutic talking to oneself and saying your thoughts out loud. Woo. Okay. I didn't thought that was gonna happen. I'm sorry. I'm really not so sorry, but shit. It feels really good. Ooh. Oh. Alright. I don't know how much I'm gonna cut of this because it's been big blank and watching somebody cry is truly boring to watch. But I actually don't wanna, I'm confused. Should I wanna share it, not share it? I have no clue. We'll see on the edit how it goes. Maybe it'll be at the end. You can watch it till the end and see completely go through an emotional roller coaster of confusion and proudness and holy moment. Yeah. Alright. Well, you should share what you feel. I'm feeling lunatic now. I speak both French and English. I don't know if it has any correlation whatsoever, but lunatic, lune in French is the moon. And so I'm just thinking lunatic, shoot for the moon and see what happens. And I'm kind of laughing because I'm like, yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing, and you shoot for the moon and you'll see where you'll end, and you'll end midway, and it's you end up in space. It's pretty damn cool. Alright. Ooh, the mind does really weird things. Emotions, mind, all of it. Alright, coming back together. I think so. Alright. This is an interesting first video that I decided to share for my blog post. I don't know what you guys are gonna think about this. I just wanted to share, exactly. So, why you should share why you fail. Because, no, sorry, why you should celebrate why you fail, not share. Actually, you should share it too so that you can celebrate it. You can do 2 in 1. Share it, celebrate it 2 in 1. And I think I'm meeting a girlfriend for lunch. I'll be doing that, for sure. Because it's, people don't talk about this. I know I'm going completely on another road here, but like, these feelings, you don't see them. Like, all these little moments, and I guess it's because I'm in front of a video right now and I'm sharing it to you guys, and if I wasn't in front of video, the likelihood of you seeing this is none. My close friends maybe, but this, I'm emotional, don't get me wrong, okay? So first, actually, that's, well, anyways, I cry, I sob in front of movies, like rom-com, I'm tearing out at the end of the movies, and my boyfriend looks at me, and the first time he was seeing it, I was like, no, I'm good, it's normal, it's normal. I tend to be very emotional. I guess I've embraced it a little bit more, and I'm okay with it. Yeah. And at the end of movies, I cry like a baby, just like this. But yeah, so yeah, and yeah, I mean, I guess I think I'll share it. Ooh, I need to think post video recording, because yeah, this is the part of life that nobody sees most of the time. We don't talk about this. We don't talk about what goes on in our heads. We don't talk about how we feel. We don't talk about how we want to react, the evil things that we tell to ourselves, that you're not good, that you can't do this, you don't have the skills, you don't know what you're doing, there's people that are way better than you are, there's already people doing it. What you tell to yourself inside your mind is mean. For some reason, your mind is evil to you. And you wouldn't say any of this to your best friends. I don't say this to my best friend. I support them. I give them a word of encouragement, empowerment, lifting. And then I go back inside to my little mind, and it's horrible. Working on it daily. It's getting better. Actually, the work is not to focus on what you tell to yourself, but to focus on doing things that inspire you and keep you moving forward. So you don't actually stop telling yourself negative things. You just keep telling yourself what you want and go for it. And so the negative chatter it won't come up. Because if you try to ignore it, if you try to suppress it, you're still thinking about it. So you don't want to think about it. You want to think about what you want. You think about what you want to go for, what inspires you, what motivates you, what you really want to accomplish, and all that sort of thing. That's what you want to be doing. Okay, okay, so why you should celebrate when you fail, to wrap it up. First of all, share it with people around. And tell them your story. Tell them what happened. Tell them the steps you've taken. And realize you've taken action. And the celebration is for taking the action. Like, I've taken an action that is one step further than anybody else. When you take an action, whatever results you have, especially if you fail, celebrate it. Be proud of it. You've gone for it. You've done it. So yes. This workshop that I've done, it was called Building Better Habits. It's going to change names because it does 3 things. It helps you get clarity to what you actually want, not what you don't want, what you want. Then number 2, it gives you a solution to create space into your time so that you can actually change around your home so that it uplifts you. And then the 3rd thing is really finding that why reason that you want to do these things and making sure you take action. So in order to make sure you take action, you need to find something that pulls you forward to what you want to be doing. And that's the 3rd step. So number 1 is figuring out what you want. Number 2 is how to create time into your in your life. And number 3 is making sure you take action. And I want to use this for people to make sure that they can have the home that they want and feel great in. But those 3 steps you can use in your life for anything that you want to be going for. So that's, and it's, I want to keep that free because it's amazing what you get to accomplish once you go for it and you really find that inside inspiration that pulls you. It doesn't pushes you. It really, like, you want to go for it. You just, it's like, I've got to go for it. It's really, yeah, it comes from within, and it just, you're pulled towards your mission, your goal, your want, your whatever you want to achieve. So yes, it's, I want everybody to have it. I want you to have it. And so I don't know, I'm going to launch it next. Sign up to my newsletter. That's where you can get absolutely everything. Subscribe to my YouTube channel where you see this. I would be ever so grateful. And yes, subscribe to my newsletter so you get the blog post notes, the video, and everything into your email, and you don't have to look any further to find all that information. That was why you should celebrate when you fail. Thanks for watching till now, and keep watching for bloopers. Thanks.